So after having not worked out for about a month now, because I self-quarantined myself earlier than the rest of New Jersey did because my niece had been really sick. So she had been taken to the hospital and they couldn't test for COVID-19 at that point. So they tested her for, I don't even know if they still can. Well, no, they can, but not very well, at least not in New Jersey. They tested her for flu and they tested her for a strep throat, neither of which came back positive. So they told her that she probably had it. And this was like a month ago at least. So I started to self-quarantine myself earlier. So I have not worked out at all in over probably at least a month. And so I just started to do some push-ups today. And they were so hard to do on the ground. So I put my hand on this little cubicle thingy from IKEA. A little ottoman, which I think is perfect for PRI exercises and just having it for a variety of reasons. You can do everything on it: push-ups, dips, Bulgarian split squats, whatever. You can do a lot of things. Single leg squats from the little cubicle ottoman. I keep forgetting the name of it. Ottoman. Anyway, and you'll see it in the video. So I'm just going to narrate a little video that I made of myself. At first, I was just doing push-ups on it. And then I realized, I can make this into a PRI-centric technique, because what I'm going to do is my hands are out in front of me. I'm in a kind of in like an elevated push-up position. So obviously my arms are not on the ground, but they're on this ottoman. So they're raised up a little bit. And I'm going to round my back. That's the important thing. That's what makes it PRI-ish. You're getting out of extension. Your back is not arched. It's not even neutral. I'm not even trying to make it neutral. I'm trying to go into spinal, thoracic, lumbar, entire system flexion. And I will breathe in that position. And when I'm breathing, I am breathing into my mid-back. So I'm kind of aiming for, in my mind, I'm aiming for the area just below my scapulas on both sides. So kind of the mid-back area. That's where, I don't have it with me. That's where rotation has to occur through the spine. If you are extended through that area, you can't rotate. And that's where really we start to run into a lot of trouble. So that area has to be rounded. So when you breathe, that moves your rib cage away from, well, not away from you, but towards the ceiling, away from the ground, while the hands stay where they are. Okay? At that point, serratus activity occurs. The scapulas get compressed onto a rib cage that's moving back into the scapulas, because remember, in these patterns, when we're extended, our scapulas are often sitting on unsteady foundations. The rib cage has moved forward as you extended. The rib cage moves forward and kind of just, if this is the scapula and this is the rib cage moves forward. Now you've got a scapula. It's got separation anxiety. Can't find the rib cage anymore. So there's no compression going on. So you have unsteady scapula. So shoulder pain can happen on the left, shoulder pain can happen on the right. Either way, the first issue has to be getting the rib cage to move back through protraction of the scapula or retraction of the rib cage. Either way, that rib cage is moving up away from the ground as I inhale. As I inhale, I'm expanding that rib cage, that posterior, we call it T8, which would be thoracic spine, 8th rib area. All right. No, not the 8th rib, but thoracic 8th vertebrae area. So I guess it would be the 8th rib. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So either way, T8, thoracic 8 area, mid-back, just underneath the scapulas. We're trying to expand that with air. And you'll see that I go onto one arm at a time. I think I picked the arms up. When I do that, my weight, I will feel the contralateral big toe. So if I keep my left hand on the ottoman and I remove my right hand, at that point, I have my left upper quadrant working with my right big toe. That's what we need. As we are transitioning from right stance into left stance, we need to push through the big right toe at the same time that the left side of our body is activating to stabilize the left side. That's gait. We lose the right big toe. Pronation. We lose pronation on that right foot. When we lose pronation on that right foot, because it stays in a more supinated, inverted state, we don't push through the big toe on the right side. So the right big toe becomes dormant. And when you can't push through the big toe, you lose a sense of weight shift to the left. You're not disengaging your right side. You're not getting to your left side. So in this position, when my right arm is off the ottoman, my left hand is in position on the ottoman, I'm rounded, I'm breathing, I'm opening up my posterior rib cage, I'm sensing my right big toe at the same time. I got scapular compression on that left side. I have scapular compression on the right side. I have a right, I'll have a right low trap that's engaging, and I can maneuver my arm if I wanted to. I can create with my hands, I can do whatever I want, and I don't feel my neck whatsoever. That's money. You don't want to use your neck for anything that does not involve looking for danger, okay? And then I just switch it to the opposite. And when I bring my left arm off, I will feel so my right arm is on the ottoman, my left hand is off. My right hand's on the ottoman, my left hand's off. Stabilizing myself, I'll feel my left big toe. We don't really need too much left big toe in our life because usually, well, we have too much of it. We have too much awareness of the left arch and the left big toe, not enough of the left heel. A lot of people have like kind of a dead big left toe because it's just not being used. You're kind of pushing off it, but it never gets to unpush. All right, so it's just like a dead big left toe. So what you really want is the big right toe with the left side, but you do need to have the big left toe with the right side as well, just not as much of it. But at any rate, you're going to do it for both sides, or I did it for both sides. My feet are outside my hips, so they're a little bit wider than my hips. And you just breathe. I only do like 2 breaths in the video, but you could do, for brevity's sake, but you could do 5 breaths on each arm, stabilize, and that's it. And then even in that position, then I'll just show you can do push-ups in that position. Just stay round. You inhale through your nose. You feel your rib cage, spine move towards the ceiling as you fill it with air. And then you exhale through the entire rep without losing the roundness of your back. You never let yourself sink down towards the floor. You want to stay rounded as you do it so that you don't extend your spine. So again, you're going to see it right now. And here we go. There I am adjusting myself. My very weakened position because I'm just weak right now. My back is round. There, I just said it. Right now, I feel my right big toe working with the left side of my body, and I'm just breathing. I don't feel any neck, no hip flex, or no back. It's good. Then I take my left hand off. Now I got my left big toe with my right arm. Breathing into my back, holding that position. I got abdominals engaged just by being in that position. And now you can just do like a push-up. I inhale, exhale through the full rep, inhale, fill your back with air, exhale through the full rep. And that's it. So I hope you can put that in. That's not overly technical, not overly difficult. The whole point is you're staying round with your back, breathing into your back. Staying round with your spine back. Breathing into your back, feeling the opposite big toe. That's going to be big, so your brain can sense the ground properly. And that's it.